The new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra is here, and it's all about AI. And it seems we're moving towards a software and AI-focused Samsung era. Let's check it out. For the S25 series, we have the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, the S25 Plus, and the base S25 model with differences in size, such as 6.9-inch Quad HD Plus for the Ultra, 6.7 Quad HD Plus for the Plus, and a 6.2 Full HD Plus for the S25 base model. What's also different is the camera, with the Ultra rocking a quad camera setup with high resolution main camera and the other two with a triple camera setup. Back to the S25 Ultra. It's a subtle update when it comes to the design, with the boxy corners of the S24 Ultra swapped for rounded corners. I'm still a fan of the squared off corners, but I see why the rounded design would be more comfortable in hand to hold for a long period of time. Samsung says the Ultra is slightly slimmer and has a slimmer bezel and is lighter by 15 grams. The front has a new Corning Gorilla Glass Armor 2, which has 29% resistance to fractures and offers 60% less screen damage, and it's anti-glare as well with the usual water and dust resistant rating. The smaller devices have a Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2. The back of the device is also very similar, with subtle updates to the camera housing. So you notice the ring around the camera is slightly different on the S25 Ultra. We still have the S Pen there as well, with this time AI options in the pop-out menu. For the display, the S25 Ultra has a Quad HD Plus display, and it can go from 1 to 120 Hz, and it has 2600 nits of peak brightness, so very bright. The display quality has never been an issue for the S24, so I wasn't expecting anything less from the S25 Ultra either. It's bright, vibrant, and accurate, and it's very pleasing to the eyes in general. Most of the things that's new is under the hood and also to do with AI. So we have a new Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, meaning it's overclocked for the S25 Ultra. It offers a 40% improvement in NPU performance, 37% CPU, and 30% for the GPU, and even 40% improvement when it comes to ray tracing, so gamers, rejoice. What's also great is all devices are going to be rocking Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy. For cooling, it has a big vapor chamber improved by 40% in the Ultra and 15% in the smaller devices. All devices will come with 12GB of LPDDR5X RAM as standard, which is much welcomed. Elsewhere for storage, you're looking at up to 1TB for the Ultra and 5 12GB for the smaller models. Battery sizes also differ, with the Ultra rocking a 5000 mAh battery and the S24 Plus with 4900 mAh battery and the base model with 4000 mAh. Charge speeds also differ, with the Ultra and Plus both capable of 45 watt wired charging and 15 watt of wireless charging, while the base model is limited to 25 watt wired charging with the same wireless charging speeds at 15 watts. With so many devices now on the market offering much faster charging speeds, it's such a shame that Samsung have opted for 45 watts. As for the camera, things remain pretty much the same, with a new 50 megapixel ultra wide angle camera when it comes to the hardware. In software, you have nitography video, 10-bit HDR, audio eraser, which is by AI, which is also on the device, that lets you remove noise, music, and more from a video using AI. And for those like me who likes to shoot videos in log profile, you can now do so using the back cameras. The front camera is not supported. So in camera menu, you can simply select log profile and you can start shooting flat. So later on, you can modify it and color grade it and do whatever you want. Samsung also mentioned a new spatial temporal filter, which is designed to reduce motion blur and noise in low light content, which I'll be testing that. So what's this about AI? Well, the S24 was already packed with a lot of AI features, and all that is carried over plus more. So we have call assist, writing assist, for example, but now we have an improved drawing and photo assist feature. For example, you can add a hat to my selfie photo and it looks more realistic than ever. You can also generate images by text prompt. So you can just type in stuff like cats on a pizza, and then you can add it to an existing image to generate a whole new image in seconds. It's pretty cool. You can use this to have some fun, but I don't know if this is something that you use all the time. It just helps you to be more creative. And the new interpreter AI feature now supports more languages, which is also welcomed. The one I'm most interested in though is that new Now Brief feature. This will give you vital information at the start of your day, so things from your calendar, boarding passes and all that kind of stuff. It'll even update you in the middle of the day and also at the end of the day to prepare you for the next day as well, which is pretty cool. There's also a new AI select that's circle to search on steroids. You'll be able to summarize your YouTube videos, for example, so you can quickly get on the tube without having to watch the whole video. You can select a number and you can call it. You can select an address and you can navigate to it very quickly. You can create GIFs and so much more. You also have that now bar feature, which is available with the new One UI 7. So you can display or quickly access things like your timer, turn-by-turn navigation, sport and activity, and so much more. So as you can see, Samsung gave us a very, very subtle update, just an increment from the S24, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But for those with the S24 Ultra, they might not want to upgrade at all because it doesn't really offer you so much more or enough for you to justify that upgrade. At the moment, I can't make up my mind yet, so I need to spend more time with it before I can do my review and share some thoughts on it. So make sure you stay tuned for that. As for colors, the S25 Ultra will come in titanium silver blue, titanium white silver, titanium grey, and titanium black. As for pricing, the S25 Ultra will start from £1,249. The S25 Plus at £999, and the base model S25, you're looking at £799. Samsung will also offer you 7 generations of OS updates. So there you have it. Camera comparison videos will be coming up very soon, so make sure you are subscribed, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.